Webinar is now streaming live on Facebook.
Mia says setting up.
I see live on Facebook. I don't know if that's public.
It's gonna be great. It's not public. Okay, so we are live on Facebook. So let me make you host. Ha! I think we did it. Because I can't see you. There you go. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with myself.
Should be. You should be. It's a big deal.
Okay. You guys, hi. Thanks for coming here. I'm so excited. And I have to tell you, Kathleen, I'm so nervous. I was starving. I worked out this morning and I haven't eaten, but I was so nervous. I literally had like 5 olives. I was like, I can't actually eat. I don't know. I've done these 100 times and they've never made me nervous, but I guess this is my first one. It's my like maiden voyage. So I feel
Me too.
Yeah. So you guys, I don't know where I'm supposed to look, but thank you so much for being here. I wanted to introduce Kathleen. She is she has been in this business that I am just getting started with for 4 years. She's extremely successful. She is also a mom of 2. She's had 20 years in the health and fitness industry. So she comes from that same wellness place that I do. I think, did you see Dr. Razi too? Or you just know who she is?
I met her. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And so she has really been one of my mentors over the past couple weeks as I've been trying to figure out this transition and learning the business. She is a doctor of physical therapy and had her own practice for 10 years. And it's just uber successful with both that and this business. And so I'm really excited to introduce her to you guys as she helps me learn, you know, because I don't know everything yet. What I can tell you about this is actually a product that I have been taking for 1.5 years, and I have been super quiet about it. Honestly, for fear of getting in trouble. I was told I was not allowed to sell 2 different things. So even though I believed in it and I was taking it, I don't know, I didn't really talk about it. It wasn't until about 9 months ago that I went to my pediatrician, my holistic pediatrician, and asked if it was okay to give it to my kids. And she said to me, not only should you give this to your kids, she said you should give this to everybody you love. I don't even know if you know this, maybe you do, but my dad has cancer. And so I started him on this. My mom now takes it. It was funny, they actually buy it from somebody else because I was so worried I'd get in trouble about it. So I am so blown away by the science in this and also the opportunity. And so I'm just really excited to share with you. I really think, you know, as we know, like I'm a huge advocate of health and wellness and eating all the antioxidants and all the good foods and the green leafy vegetables and stuff. Like, I think we all agree that that's a good thing. And what I'm super blown away with is one, like the science behind this, like basically it's going to take the antioxidant market. It's going to become non-existent. Like, you know, like I used to love my pager back in the day. I'm kind of aging myself, but I don't use a pager anymore. Right. So like, that's what's going to happen. Like all these people out here drinking shakes and things like that, like they're just going to be non-existent in a few years. And I've seen what happens in network marketing. Like I have seen people become millionaires and I'm well aware that timing is everything. And so like, I just can't not look at the business opportunity in this. And I can't not tell everybody that I love about this product. So it just became this thing where like I had to choose. And so I choose this. And with that, I will hand it over to you, Kathleen.
Thank you. And I am so, so excited to be working with someone like you, of your caliber and your influence and really your passion to just change the world and you know, make the world a better place one person at a time. So it is totally my honor to be here with you and support you in this new journey that you're taking on. And so I would love to start out by taking you back in time a little bit to where this whole story started in 2005 when ABC News did a primetime investigative report on a publicly traded biotech company who discovered a scientific breakthrough. And basically, when you're watching, or we're going to show it to you, just a few minutes of the clip, while you're watching it, just ask yourself these two questions. The first question is, who needs this information? And two, if you could benefit financially from sharing this information, would you be interested in that? Okay, so I'm just going to do a screen share here. And I hope everybody can see that. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can see that.
Okay, here we go.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding.
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test. It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company. They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. So the result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. So, doctor, how often do I take these? And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. Doesn't taste bad. It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease.
yes,
Depression.
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
So we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
Okay. Wow. I'm glad I don't have to explain all that. You know, we know that's an antiquated news report, but it's so informative, and a lot has happened since then. But it really is history in the making when you see John Quinones take his blood work after 2 weeks. Now, just to catch you up to speed a little bit, I want to make sure, first of all, we're on the same page as to what oxidative stress is. Because I had never actually heard of that term, even having been in the health and fitness and wellness industry for so long. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page. And then I will tell you the company story, our product story, and we'll share with you, you know, what brought me into this, what attracted me to this, and then a little bit about the timing. So oxidative stress is just damage to the cells of our body. It's normal cells turned abnormal. If you cut open an apple and leave it on a shelf, we know what happens to it, right? It starts to break down. And that's happening on our insides. It's because of toxins in the air and chemicals in our water and pesticides in our food and cell phones and Wi-Fi. We're putting gas in our car, we're breathing that in. There are so many things we cannot control that are causing damage to our body. And there are over 180,000 studies on oxidative stress, linking it to everything: cancer, heart disease, diabetes, fibromyalgia, depression, arthritis, anything inflammatory. And you can see the trends in the research going like this, okay? It's significant. Now, I hope you saw that when John Quinones took that blood test, his oxidative stress was reduced by 45% in just 2 weeks. And the first study that was done on Protandim put this company in a very unique legal position to say that Protandim reduces oxidative stress an average of 40% in 30 days in everybody. That got my attention. So, you know, but I'm asking myself, well, what about antioxidants, right? Here's the thing. Dr. McCord, who is a world-renowned scientist, won the L8 Crescent Medal in free radical cell biology, says that we are bombarded by 300 septillion free radicals every single day. No wonder people can't get ahead, because people are buying supplements and antioxidants, and they're eating their blueberries and paying for their juices, okay, to try to combat those free radicals. But a molecule of a blueberry can neutralize 1 free radical. How many blueberries would you need to eat to really combat what we're being bombarded with on a daily basis? We can't. So, you know, Dr. McCord says it's kind of like taking Dixie cups of water to try to put out a house fire. Now, take Protandim. It's not an antioxidant. It is something called an NRF2 activator. And instead of 1-to-1, you are activating hundreds of survival genes. You are turning down inflammation and fibrosis, and you are turning on this protein pathway that your cells start making it their own antioxidants. So it's equivalent to turning the sprinkler system on with a fire hose in every room of the house, and you're neutralizing those free radicals 1,000,000 to 1 every second per second. So do you think when people realize that they can activate their body with 5 plants and turn on that internal sprinkler system, they would prefer that? I mean, who do you think could benefit from this?
Everybody.
I hope you're thinking, I hope you're
I'm like, that's the whole point, everybody.
I was like, me first and then everybody, right? So you're probably asking yourself, well, why haven't I heard about this? That's what I asked too. And that's part of the story. $5 million of orders actually came into this company literally overnight in 2005. The stock was under $1, went to over $20 on speculation as to what would happen. But the problem is Dr. McCord was a scientist and a researcher, not a marketing guy, and there was no infrastructure. They were not prepared for ABC News to come in and do this. And you probably know that that's not what ABC News comes to do. They don't come to do a positive spin on a company. They come in to do something negative. So they had no infrastructure. The good thing that happened is that doctors and researchers from all over the world called Dr. McCord. They saw that news report and got excited and said, we want to get our hands on your product and start doing our own studies. So today you can actually go to our Library of Medicine, National Library of Medicine. The website is pubmed.gov, and take a look at Protandim. You will see 23 peer-reviewed papers and studies so far, with many more in the works. The first one says 40% on average in 30 days. But then you have the American Heart Association and Ohio State partnered up to do a study on heart disease and scar tissue and put that out in Circulation Journal to all of the members. They've never done that before. The U.S. government has studied this. DARPA is a division of the Department of Defense. The National Institute of Aging studied lifespan, looking at Protandim and some other things like green tea and fish oil and resveratrol and a couple other synthetics, and found that Protandim was the only natural supplement to increase the lifespan by 7% in that study. So the list goes on and on. LSU did a skin cancer study, which took us into another market, treating oxidative stress for your skin. So the point is that this is not your average supplement on the market. In fact, it's not even a supplement at all. It is a category-changing science, and we are at the forefront of it. But back in 2006, we had the first study. We had some anecdotal evidence that was coming out, which a lot of products are relying heavily on, or just anecdotal evidence. But they didn't have a structure. The board of directors says, what are we going to do? And they actually tried online marketing back then. It didn't work. They put this in the retail stores, and it was sitting in GNC and CVS and vitamin shops all over the country. And here you have a category-changing product sitting on the antioxidant shelf, because there's no shelf for NRF2 activation, or what we call nutrigenomics today. So it was $50 sitting next to a bottle of vitamin C for $10. What do you think people probably bought? Vitamin C. Okay, they couldn't get the sales over 3 million. It just was not a platform, and people had no idea what this was. So in 2009, they brought in a business consultant. He watched the news report because they needed help. They were like, how are we going to get this out to people? And he took one look at that and he says, this has a giant story that needs to be told, and nothing is more powerful than person to person, sharing information, word of mouth marketing. It's the most powerful driver to any consumer making a decision, but nobody's going to know what this is sitting on the shelf. It's just way ahead of its time, right? It's an industry disruptor that takes a while. There could be a little pushback from the antioxidant industry and the pharmaceutical world as well. But anyway, the point is he convinced the board of directors to pull this off the shelves and market it through entrepreneurs, okay, sharing this information, starting with that news clip in their network of friends and associates. That's called network marketing. It was never even meant to be that. But today, here we are. We were a $3 million company on the shelves. And today we're a $200 million company in 10 countries. We're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. We are partnered with a major league soccer team, Real Salt Lake, and nobody knows about this yet. Okay, so we are very excited to be pioneering this. In addition to some addition to the product line, I'll just quickly touch base. I want to give you a little bit more information about Protandim, though. It is 5 herbs, okay? Milk thistle, green tea, turmeric, ashwagandha, and bacopa. And we are all very accustomed to looking at something and saying, that's good, that's good. More is better, right? That's not the cool thing about Protandim. When Dr. McCord, the father of free radical cell biology, got these ingredients in this exact ratio, it turned out to be 18 times more powerful than the individual ingredients. So you can't just go take your turmeric supplement every day and it's not going to be the same as this. We have 7 patents on this because of that. Its ability to reduce oxidative stress. We're protected for a very long time, so it's exclusive. You can't get it from anywhere else. Okay, and not everybody feels their oxidative stress level going up and down. It is like your blood pressure or cholesterol. However, just think about if oxidative stress is linked to everything you never want in your body, okay, and you're starting to neutralize those free radicals, you may have a life experience, okay? We just can't make claims to cure, treat, or mitigate disease because of the FDA, but we can say we can reduce oxidative stress. We did go on to create another protandem activator called a NRF1 activator. That just wakes up your body's ability to make more mitochondria. That is cellular energy, okay? You take the two together and is the most unique partnership of supplements on the market today, NRF1 and NRF2. I mentioned the LSU skin cancer study. The results of that were so compelling. That's what took the company into another market, NRF2 activation for the skin. We have the only anti-aging skincare regimen that activates your NRF2 pathway on the market today, called True Science. And then they went into the pet market because people were giving Protandim to their dogs and their horses. Go look it up on YouTube. Protandim goes to the dogs, or Protandim horses. You could look up Protandim testimonials too, just to hear what people are experiencing. I can't be liable for what everyone out there is saying. I want to be responsible, but it's very interesting. But they were giving it to their pets, and all of a sudden their aging dog is now running around the house, having fun with his toys, and he wasn't doing that before. So the company said, this is a huge market, the canine market. People will spend more money on their dogs than they will themselves. And so we have Pet Tandem. It's the first NRF2 activator on the market for dogs, and it's formulated like a treat. But it also has some good stuff for their joints and their heart, in there. And then lastly, we did enter the energy market with Axio, recognizing that there was a lot of young entrepreneurs not jumping up and down about anti-aging, cellular health, longevity, but they are out there buying energy drinks. But you know what? So am I, okay? I drink my coffee. I go to Starbucks for a pick-me-up. And they said, how can we create something that's multi-dimensional, that really appeals to the entire population? And that's what Axio is. So these are the three things that Axio will do for you. It will improve your physical energy. It will improve your cognitive function, mental clarity and focus, and it will improve your emotional well-being, okay? It literally is like an emotional pick-me-up when you drink Axio. So it's pretty groundbreaking, unique formulation in the marketplace. And we have some caffeinated and decaf flavors of that. And lastly, we have a system called Physique, which is all targeted on gut health, probiotic, detoxing the system, a low-calorie protein to supplement your diet that doesn't make you gain weight, okay? So it's really more of like a healthy management of our bodies over time, okay? So that's Physique. And that's where we are today. We also have a NRF2 hand cream that just came out literally today. The first NRF2 hand cream, because, our skin shows, our hands show our age, right? So that's where we are today with our product line. But what's really exciting about all of this, and I can tell you 4 years ago when I got this information, as a physical therapist, self-employed, I don't make money unless I have a patient on the table. I'm secluded in a treatment room. I can't be doing anything else. And when I was a mom of 2 young boys who are the light of my life, 2 and 5 months at the time, I was dreading having to leave or, go back to work. I wanted to devote all my time to raising whole little beings, and I didn't have a plan at all. And I knew nothing about network marketing. I knew nothing about residual income. For my entire life, I thought, to make money, I have to trade my time. So when I was introduced to this, I saw the product just like, I know you're seeing this product on here. Okay. I know you get it. And I know Joy gets it. I knew I wanted it in my body. And I figured, geez, if all I had to do was share this news report and work in a team of people to share this information, I didn't have to be a scientist. I could just use my phone and change diapers at the same time. I just decided I wasn't going to be quiet about it. So now I'm in a position financially with residual income. I'm able to actually step out of the treatment room for the first time. And I'm so excited to devote myself 100% into this venture, pioneering this breakthrough with this company and people like Joy. So the timing is key in network marketing, and we just haven't even hit critical mass. That's what kept me up at night, was the timing. I knew people were going to find out about this. I knew this was going to disrupt an industry in antioxidants, and people could take a salad and a pill every single day and reduce their oxidative stress. That was pretty mind-blowing to me. So that's just a little high level overview about where we are today. And I will tell you that you're probably falling into one of three categories, and just drop a 1 or a 2 or a 3 based on where you are. Okay. The first category is, this is all very interesting. I'd like to do some homework on this. So you can go to joyhawk.lifevantage.com to do some research. Okay. Everything is on there. You can see the patents on there. You can read about the products. There's videos. There's financial investor information. You can see where we grew in the beginning. We plateaued. We've had a leadership change to really position our company for massive global expansion right now. We're only in 10 countries today. So you'll see where we are in the stock, but we're so small, we're so early. Okay, but if that's important to you, it's all in there. PubMed.gov is the highest level of scientific validation you can find. So you can go there if you're into the science. And if you use the internet, scholar.google.com is a good place to go to filter out paid bloggers and advertisers, because there are a handful of them. I don't know if they're funded by the pharmaceutical companies or what, but they're always trying to make money some other way by drawing you in, and they write negative stuff that's not even true. So I just want to forewarn you about that. So that's category 1. Category 2 is, how fast can I get those products in my body? Okay. So if you are someone who just wants to use the products, but you're not really ready to jump into a business, we have a foundation line. It's called our Activated Essentials line. It is the Nerf 1, the Nerf 2, and the probiotic, which has some patented technology to make sure that bacteria gets into your gut. It doesn't get killed off in your stomach acids. That comes with free shipping. So you can get everything for the same price as a distributor when you sign up as a preferred customer, okay? And any of the other products as well. If you order True Science, if you add anything to that order, it comes with free shipping. So it's Amazon style. I love it. And then if you are a 3, you are interested in learning more about the business, how you would get involved, how you get to launch this amazing journey with Joy Hawk and have the privilege of doing that. I mean, gosh, I feel so lucky. Just drop a 3 and we could set up a more individual conversation to talk to you about that. And we're very excited to help Joy move forward on this new journey. And thank you all for tuning in. Thanks, Joy, for having me.
Thanks, Kathleen. Ooh, am I still on mute? No, I'm not on mute. Thank you, guys. So yeah, you guys, I'm like what Kathleen says, like what keeps her up at night is it's the timing. Like I said, I found out about this 18 months ago. I was so skeptical. It was from my chiropractor, who is a dear friend of mine, and I totally respect her. And she kept coming to me and she's like, Joy, given who you are and who she's like, you need to know about this. And I was like, no, you're trying to sell me something. No. And finally I started taking it, and I really did. There was some huge aha moments that I have. I started taking it right around the time before my explant surgery. And I did definitely notice, I recovered. I was one of the only people who had that same surgery. There was a group of us there, and I was one of the only people that did not have any complications whatsoever. So I was like, okay, yeah, I healed really fast. That's kind of cool. Still kind of skeptical, kept taking it. And it wasn't really until my dad, we found out that he has leukemia that, I called my chiropractor and she's like, he needs to go on this immediately. I got to put all my kids on it. I noticed a huge difference with my kids and their behavior. And then it was just, I'm blown away by the timing of this. If I've learned anything in network marketing, I see that this works. But it's really all about timing. And I'm thinking about if you found out, what was it, 10 years ago that you could invest in Facebook, would you have? It's just crazy to me. And so that's what keeps me up at night, excited, because this is just ground level, exciting, life-changing opportunity. And I just couldn't stay in my comfort zone anymore. I was really comfortable, but I just couldn't stay in my comfort zone anymore. I had to take that leap of faith, because I'm I just know in my gut, what is on the other side of this. And I'm so excited. So thank you, Kathleen, for taking the time to share this and help me and train me and mentor me. And I'm excited to talk to you guys and hear what you think. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
How do I end it?